Welcome to JAMB Organic Chemistry revision class with Ken Chris. In this video, we're going to solve about 40 to 50 questions in what organic chemistry. Now, but we're not solving everything at once. Now, we are taking one step by step. And this is the second video on this organic chemistry class video, right? In the first class, we did hydrocarbon and the calculation aspects. And hydrocarbon is one big aspect that JAMB normally has. So if you have not watched that video, I will leave a link at the description below, or you see it by the end of this video here. But in this video here, I want to focus on 3 or 4 functional groups. I want to focus on what? 4 functional groups. First, I want to focus on what? On alkanols, right? 2, I want to focus on what? Ketones. 3, I want to focus on what? On aldehyde. 4, I want to focus on what? On carboxylic what? Acid. In this video, I'm going to solve different type of questions. I'm not only showing the answer here, but I want to explain every concept so that by the time you see any question related to that type of question, you'll be able to work to answer it. So what I want to do here is make sure you have to prepare your notebook and your calculator so I can take that every single thing. Now, JAMB exam is very close. This should be a revision video or a revision class for you today for JAMB examination. And I bet you this is going to be one of the best videos you have ever come across. Make sure you have to pen, your notebook, and your calculator probably so I can follow this class, right? So let's look at what the first set of questions here. They are what? Alkanols, right? Which the following compound is a tertiary alkanols? How do you identify tertiary alkanols? Yeah, which of these is what? Secondary what? Alkanols. So first of all, what is alkanols? When we talk about alkanols, alkanol is what? Alkanol. The functional group is what? Is OH. This is what the functional group, right? The functional group is what? Is OH. In the exam, they may ask you what is general molecular formula for what? Alkanols. General molecular formula for alkanols is what? CnH2n plus 1 OH. So they are six into what? Pay attention to. And we also have the nomenclature of alkanols. I've done a complete video on nomenclature of organic compound. In this video, we are not going to talk about what nomenclature here, just but because I've done a complete video on nomenclature of alkanols. It's not that you want to check out the video on nomenclature of alkanols. If I question that you want the video on nomenclature of alkanols, and I'm saying you what link directly. Just now, since we already established one, let's our type of what? Alkanols. Type of what? Alkanols. Now, because once you know the type of alkanols, that is how you're able to identify the type of what? Alkanols, right? Now, here we have what we call primary alkanol. Primary alkanol. Right? We have called secondary alkanol. And here we have our tertiary alkanol. Right? Now, what is primary alkanols? Primary alkanols, in terms of alkanols, it means what? The carbon atom that bears OH have only one alkyl group. Now, let me explain to you here. Here we have OH. Now, when the carbon atom that carries OH only have one alkyl group and 2 hydrogen is what is primary what? Alkanols. Just a good example is what? CH3C. Here we have CH2OH. Just now this one is what? Is ethanol. Is what? Is ethanol. It is said that this carbon atom, look at this carbon atom here. This arrow here can be any alkyl group. Just can be what? Any alkyl group can be what? Methane, ethane, propane, and the rest can be any atom, right? So when the carbon atom that bears this OH have only one alkyl group is called primary. It's called what? Primary. Example is this guy here, CH3. Here we have it on here, hydrogen OH here. Before that, this carbon atom that bears OH only have this what? Methyl group, right? So it's a primary what? Alkanol. This is what is a primary alkanols. Then you have secondary what? Alkanols. In secondary alkanol, the carbon atom bearing the OH have 2 alkyl group. You don't have only one, but you have 2. So when the carbon atom that bears the OH have 2 alkyl group, is said to be what? Is said to be what? Secondary alkanol, right? A good example is what? CH3OH. The name of this guy is called 2-propanol. Like when I said, if you know that you don't know how to name organic compound here, you need to that you want the video on nomenclature of alkanols. Then I'm saying what the link directly. Do you understand? Here we have two propanol. Is what? Secondary what? Alkanol. Do you understand? Why? Because if you check it very well, look at what here we have this carbon atom here, hydrogen here we have what? CH3, here we have what? CH3, and here we have what? OH. Before that, this carbon atom again the OH here have two alkyl group, right? Which is this one here. That's why it's called secondary what? Alkanols. Then what is tertiary alkanols? You already know. The carbon atom that bears OH have what? Three alkyl group. For example, here we have this guy here, here we have R here we have R here we have OH, here we have R here, right? So this carbon atom that bears OH have what? Three alkyl group. Do you understand? So a good example is when you have CH3, 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 OH. This is that. Before that, the carbon atom that bears the OH here have three different alkyl what group. The name of this guy is called 2-methyl 2-propanol. It's okay. 2-methyl 2-propanol. So these are to identify different type of what alkanols. So let's look at what these two questions here. So if you look at this question here, it says which of the following is the tertiary alkanols. So let's look at this guy first. If you look at this one here, this will have CH3, CH2, CH2. Here we have this carbon here. Here this is the carbon atom that will bear the OH here, right? Here we have what? OH. It has what? Hydrogen. It has what? CH3, right? So your point of focus is this carbon here, right? Now if you check it very well, it has this guy as one, it has what? This guy as well as two, right? It has what? Hydrogen here. So now, what is type of alkanols there? It's called secondary. It's called what? Secondary, because here is what is an alkyl, which is the arrow here. Here is what is an alkyl, which is what arrow here. This guy is called propyl. It's called what? Propyl. This is called methyl. So this one is called secondary. It's called what? Secondary. Secondary what? Alkanol. And it's called what? Secondary what? Alkanol. So it's not tertiary. This one is wrong, right? Look at this guy here. If you look at this guy here, this is going to be what? Tertiary. It is tertiary. Why? But if you check it very well, this carbon atom that have here have this guy, and this guy. So this is what is the correct answer. Just this is what is the correct answer here. Look at this one here. This one is primary. Why is it primary? This guy is primary here. Because if you check it very well, here we have all of this one here, which is what? CH3, CH2, CH2, right? Here we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, CH2. Then we have this carbon atom is one that have what? The OH here. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So you have this carbon here, hydrogen, what? OH, right? If you look at this carbon atom here, this carbon atom have what? 2 hydrogen, then 1 alkyl group. It's okay. So it's a primary. This one is what? Primary. Primary what? Alkanol. It's okay. Primary what? Alkanol. These are also primary alkanol, right? So this one is not the answer. This one is the answer. This one is the answer. So the answer is what? Is P. So these are to identify what different type of what? Alkanols, right? Yeah, which is secondary alkanols? Which one is secondary alkanols? Yes, supposed to be hydrogen here. Which one is what secondary alkanol? Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? Is it D? Now, this one is called primary. This is what is primary. CH2 double CH. Here we have what? C hydrogen what? OH here. Now you can take that as what? As a side chain, right? As what? As a group here. But here we have OH here. Here we have hydrogen. So you can consider what is primary. Primary what? Alkanol. It's okay. Now look at this guy here. If you look at this guy, here we have what? CH3. Here we have what? CH. Here we have what? OH. Here we have what? CH3. Right? Look at this guy here. This guy have what? 2 alkyl group here, right? So it's secondary. So this one is what is secondary. The answer is what is B. Now this one have what? 2 OH here is R. What is primary? The answer is what is B. Hope you understand. So These are how to this how to identify what term before alkanols. You're going to see it in the exam. Now, these aspects in JAMB always come out. These aspects in alkanol always come out in JAMB 1 examination. So let's look at our next set of questions. So let's look at our question 3, 4, 5, and 6. Please pay attention here because they are under what the reaction aspects. So let's look at what the first one here. The product of the reaction between excess ethanol and concentrated H2SO4 at 145 degrees centigrade is just now these two are the same. Like for the question 4, you see that dehydration of propanol or products, right? So it's called dehydration what reaction. Now whenever you see ethanol reacting with what H2SO4 under 145 condition here is called dehydration what reaction, right? Now what is dehydration reaction? Dehydration reaction means what? Removal of water, right? So you're going to produce what? So let us say alkanol. So when alkanol undergo reaction with what? Concentrated H2SO4 under this condition here is called dehydration reaction. The product is going to be what? Alkene plus what? H2O. That is the what product. You are removing what? A molecule of water for what? For alkanol. Remember, let's take example here. Like for this ethanol, you have CH3CH2OH, right? It reacts with what? H2SO4 like what? 145 degrees centigrade, right? It's called dehydration. Like the word is called dehydration what reaction. Just so up here, remember here we have oxygen here, right? This carbon have what? Oxygen. This will have what? Hydrogen, 3 hydrogen here. So you remove one hydrogen from here and remove the OH here. Remember, H plus OH will give what? H2O, right? Now when you remove one hydrogen from here, I remove what? This OH here. What will happen here is that's going to be what? CH2 double bond CH2, right? How do you form so here? Remember, when you are removing, as you remove water, it's going to form a scum bond. Remember the double bond here, right? So when you remove the one here, remove one here. How many hydrogen do you have? You have 3 hydrogen. So if you should remove one, you have become 2. You have 2 here. Remember, here is also CH2 here, but the water is not there. But what is not here again? OH is not here again. So they not form what? H2O, right? So once you remove OH from here and hydrogen from here, it's now going to form a double bond here. That is it. The product here is going to be what? Ethene, right? So the product of reaction between excess ethanol and concentrated H2SO4 at 145 degrees is ethene. The answer is what? Is ethene. Very important. The answer is what? Is ethene. So when I see on the exam, ethanol or alkanol reacting what? Concentrated H2SO4, right? Is what? Dehydration reaction. Now what causes the dehydration reaction is what? Is this acid here. You understand? You remove what? The hydrogen. You remove what? Water. Right? So the addition of what? Propanol oil, right? That is propanol oil is like this. CH3, CH2, CH2OH, right? This is called propanol oil. So when you remove water here, right? That is remove one molecule of water, right? That is remove one molecule of water here. So you remove OH and one hydrogen. You remove one here, you remove hydrogen. So what will happen here? So you have CH3, CH double CH2 plus H2O. So when you say dehydration of propanol oil, right? This is what propanol oil. So that you remove water, dehydration reaction means you remove water. Here. What will happen here? OH and hydrogen go out here, now form a double bond here, right? The answer is what? Propene. The answer is what? Is propene. You must know how to name organic compound here. Naming of organic compound is very, very important. That is why if you don't know how to name alkanes, I've done a complete demonstration of the organic compound here. If you want that video, please I push you that you want that video here. So we are done what? We are done with what? Dehydration reaction. You are done with what? This guy. You are done with this guy here. Please, if you understand the dehydration reaction, you like this that you understand what the dehydration what reaction. So we're going to see this kind of question in the exam, right? So let me move to what question 5 and what question what 6. Reaction of what? Of alkanol. Reaction of alkanol, right? A secondary alkanol reacts with acidified solution to form this, right? Complete oxidation of what? Butanol or give this here. So let me look at what oxidation of alkanols. So let me briefly explain what is called the oxidation of what alkanols, right? Oxidation of what? Alkanols. Oxidation of what? Alkanol. Right? Remember, we have what 3 types of alkanols, right? Now, oxidation of alkanols, you use what oxidizing what agents, right? The oxidizing agent, example is what is PCC. Which what? Pyridine chlorochromate. Right there. Pyridine what chlorochromate. You can use for here. You can also use what? Acidify KMNO4, right? Acidify KMNO4. You also have what? K2CrO2O cells like what? H2O SO4, H2SO4. These are what the 3 reagents here, right? Now this PCC here is a weak oxidizing agent. Weak oxidizing what? Oxidizing agent. Right there, weak oxidizing agent here. So this piece is called weak oxidizing agent here. As by KMNO4 and this one, they are what? Strong oxidizing agent. So these 2 are what? Strong oxidizing agent, right? So these are what all the oxidizing agents you need when it comes to oxidation of what? Of alkanols, right? So here this PCC is weak oxidizing agents, right? Why? Acidify KMNO4 what? K2CrO7 here is as H2SO4, that what? Strong what? Oxidizing what? Agent. It's very important to know how to differentiate this here. It's very important. Now the next thing we want to do here is this. Now oxidation, let's look at oxidation of primary alkanol. Oxidation of what? Primary alkanol. Right? So now primary alkanol can be oxidized to what? Alkanal, and further reaction can now produce what? Carboxylic acid. So here we have primary alkanol, right? When you oxidize it here, to produce what? Alkanal as a product. It will produce what? Alkanal as a product. For example, here we have CH3CHOH here, right? Now when you oxidize it with this oxidizing agent here, I'm coming just speculate here. When you oxidize with this oxidizing agent here, you're going to produce what? Alkanal, which is what? CH3C. Is okay. You're going to produce alkanal. Now further oxidation here, alkanal, when you oxidize it here, you're going to produce what? Alkanoic acid. Alkanoic what? Acid. Just like going to produce alkanoic what? Acid. So primary alkanol can be oxidized to alkanal. From alkanal get what? To carboxylic what? Acid. Right? So the end product of oxidation of what? Alkanol is what? Is alkanoic what? Acid. Is what? Is alkanoic acid. So in saying that primary alkanol, when you oxidize it, here we have what? Alkanal. Right? Now when you oxidize what? Alkanal, you go to produce alkanoic what? Acid. It's okay. You go to produce alkanoic what? Acid. So that means if you should bring this one here, you have what? CH3C hydrogen. Now if you should oxidize it here, they will now what? Change to what? To carboxylic acid function, which go to be what? CH3COH here, right? But how do you achieve this one here? When you use weak oxidizing agent, now when you oxidize what? Primary alkanol with weak oxidizing agent like PCC, right? PCC is what? Is a weak oxidizing agent, right? So when you oxidize your primary alkanal, primary alcohol with what? With oxidizing agent, it moves to what? To what? Alkanal, right? Then from alkanal, we now move to what? When you oxidize again, we now move to what? Carbonic acid. So the oxidizing agent you use here is what is PCC. Is what is PCC. Because why is what is weak oxidizing what agent? Do you understand? Is weak what oxidizing agent. But immediately you now use what? KMNO4, acidified KMNO4 or K2CrO2O7. Right? When you use those strong oxidizing agents here. Strong oxidizing agent will oxidize directly to what? To carbonic acid. For example, here we have primary alkanol. Primary what? Alkanol. Now when you oxidize what with what? Acidified KMNO4, right? Once you oxidize what with what? Acidified KMNO4 here. What will happen? You're going to produce what? Alkanoic acid. It's okay. So oxidation of primary alkanol with acidified KMNO4 here, you go to produce carbonic acid. Because carbonic acid is the end product. So now let me differentiate it for you here so that you understand it better. So let me differentiate it for you so you understand it better here. So oxidation of primary alkanol with weak oxidizing agent will produce what? Alkanal. Right? Then from alkanal, when you oxidize it again without weak oxidizing agent, you produce what? Carbonic what? Acid. So it means that if you have like this CH3, C, here we have COH. Now when you oxidize it with what? PCC. PCC is what? Weak oxidizing agent, right? You're going to produce what? CH3, C. Is okay. Now further oxidation, PCC. Further oxidation here, we now produce what? Carbonic acid. Is okay. So the name of this guy here is called what? Ethanol, right? So when you oxidize what with weak oxidizing agent, it's going to produce what? Ethanol. Now from ethanol, when you oxidize what with PCC, it's going to produce what? Ethanoic acid. It's okay. Now if you should pick this one again, like you should pick this one, CH3, CH2OH, and you use what? Acidified KMNO4, acidified KMNO4, or use the other one, right? What will happen here? You're going to produce carbonic acid straight, CH3, COH here. So here we have what? Ethanol, and here we have what? Ethanoic what? Acid. Ethanoic what? Acid, right? So now differentiate the two of them, because this is what the way you can use to answer question when it comes to what? Oxidation of alkanol. So if you look at this one here, okay, now here we have what? Oxidation of primary alkanol, right? Look at what oxidation of what? Secondary alkanol. So oxidation of secondary alkanol, we produce oxidation of secondary alkanol will produce what? Alkanol. It's okay. Like I use any of the oxidizing agents, right? So for example, here we have CH3, COH here, CH3, right? So when you oxidize what with any of the oxidizing agents here, like what? Acidified KMNO4 here, acidified KMNO4, right? Now I'm going to produce what? Ketone as what? As a what? As a product. So we're going to produce what? CH3, CH3. This is now what? The product. Now oxidation of tertiary alcohol will produce no result. Do you understand? Oxidation of tertiary alkanol will produce no results. Right there. So oxidation of primary alkanol will produce what? Either what? Alkanal or carbonic acid, right? The oxidation of secondary alkanol will produce what? Alkanol. It's okay, which is this one here. The oxidation of tertiary alkanol will not produce any what thing at all. So let me look at what Learn our question 5, our question 6. So since I've explained the main concept to you here, this should not be an issue for you again, right? So here we said a secondary alkanol react with acidic solution to form. What is the answer here? The answer is, this is just what I've done here. The answer is what? Alkanol. The answer is what? Is A, right? So let's look at what this one here. Complete oxidation of butanol or. Now let me ask you here, is butanol or primary alkanol or secondary alkanol? Let me know at the comment section. Is butanol or primary alkanol or secondary alkanol? Let me know here. If you look at butanol or is butanol or is just like CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2OH, right? That's called butanol or, right? So when you oxidize it, remember, is a primary what? The primary what? Alkanol, right? Now you see that the complete oxidation here, that is the end product. So that is, if you use weak oxidizing agent here, right? The complete oxidation is what is carboxylic acid. Remember, when a primary alkanol undergo complete oxidation, it's going to produce what? Carboxylic acid as the product, right? So when you oxidize one, you're going to produce more carboxylic acid, which is going to be CH3, CH2, CH2. How this one here? This is called carboxylic acid. The last carbon atom here, look at the last carbon atom here, is what formed what? The carboxylic acid. Just and so you're going to be what? Butanoic acid, butanoic what? Acid as what? As the product. Butanoic acid as what? As the product. So that the option is what? Is D. Hope you understand. So let's look at what the next set of questions. Question 7, question 8, question 9, and what question what? 10. So please pay close attention here. These are what JAMB past questions. These are questions they normally set in the exam. So look at what the reaction that produces alkanoic acid is. I believe you should be able to answer this for yourself. Is it combustion reaction? Is it hydration reaction? Is it dehydration reaction? Is it oxidation of alkanol? What is the answer here? Right? It's not combustion reaction, right? It's not combustion of alkanes, right? It's not hydration, no. It's not dehydration, no. It's what is oxidation. Do you understand? The answer is what is oxidation. So when you see the kind of question in the exam, is what oxidation of alkanol, right? Because oxidation of what? Primary alkanol with strong oxidizing agent will produce carboxylic acid, which we have done. So that should not be an issue. So let's look at what the second question. Look at what the second question very well. Look at what the second question. So if you look at the second question here, X react with here to produce carboxylic acid, right? Of course, this X, which compound will react with which compound, which of the functional group here will react with what? This reagent, which is called oxidizing agent, to produce what? Carboxylic acid, right? It's going to be what? An alkanol, right? Now let me explain something to you here. If for example we have something here, let me explain this to you so you understand this here, how to get this guy. If for example here we have CH3, CH2, and CH2OH. Now when they undergo oxidation reaction, here we have what? K2CrO2O7, and here we have what? H2XO4. This one is oxidizing what agent here, right? Remember, this one is primary alkanol. Strong oxidizing agent here, going to produce what? Carboxylic acid. The carboxylic acid is going to form in this what? Going to form in this what? Come out to the form that carry what? The OH. So this is what I'm going to get. You're going to get CH3, CH2, C. Is okay. So now, what they're asking now is, look at what they're asking here. They remove this one like this. They remove this guy and they put they now say what is Y. Do you understand? They remove this one, now ask what is Y. So which of the compound will react with this guy to produce one here? Of course, we know that it's oxidation what reaction, and it is primarily what? Alkanol. The oxidation took place here. It means that this carbon atom here is what? Now this guy, this carbon atom, look at this carbon atom here. This carbon atom is one that primarily what? Have the word the OH, right? So it means that this Y, hopefully you don't know it here, but you know that for me I can get it. right? So here we now have, you can remove this one and say what? Okay, here we have CH3, CH2. This carbon atom here is what is what that have the OH. So it's going to be what? CH2OH. This is that. So they remove this guy here and now say the same thing that happened here. It means that if you follow this pattern here, it means that this one is one that formed what the OH. So the X here is very easy. The X here is what is very easy. That's going to be what? CH3, here we have what? CH3, CH3, and here we have this one will not be the one that have what the OH. So we're not going to be what? CH2OH. This is that, as easy as that. Now, what does it mean here? They have asked what is the name of this compound here, right? What is the name of this compound here? Remember, here is what is my OH. Here is 1, 2, and 3. The name is going to be what? 2,2-dimethyl. Right there, 2,2-dimethyl. 1-propanol. Or you can say propanol. Just or you can say 2,2-dimethyl. Propanol. That is the answer here. So the answer is what is A. A is what is the answer. The option is what is A. Just so look at this one here. Question 9 and question 10. Question 9 and question 10. Look at question 9. The organic product of the reaction between propanoic acid and ethanol in presence of what? Acid catalyst is what? This paper teacher. This one is called esterification. It's called esterification reaction. What is esterification reaction? Is the reaction between alkanol and what carbonic acid to form esters, right? Esterification. Esterification. Idea. So it combines two different functional groups. It combines what? The carbonic acid functional group. This is called the carbonic acid functional group, and what? The alkanol functional group in the presence of what? H2SO for acid catalyst, called acid what? Catalyst. Just so here we have what? Alkanoic acid. Alkanoic what? Acid. And here we have what? Alkanol. Okay. So how will the reaction happen here? The reaction is very easy here, right? It's called condensation what reaction. It's called condensation. That yeah, react. Now when condensation reaction happen here, you go to produce water. So do what will happen here? So here we have this guy. OH here plus what? R here. Now this is what will happen here. This OH here will go out with this hydrogen. It's okay. Now, what will happen here? Please pay attention here. This OH you are seeing here, you go out with this hydrogen here, right? So when you go out with this hydrogen, what will happen here? That form H2O. Add it from H2O here. So it's going to be HOH, right? Which is what? Right? H2O, right? So here we have what? This guy here. This guy what? This guy will remove this hydrogen here, right? When you remove this hydrogen here, what will be left is what? Is arrow here, CO plus what? Arrow, right? What will you have to just attach it? Hope you understand. So when you attach it here, what will happen here? They're not going to form this compound here. Arrow here, C arrow plus what? H2O, right? Now, in the sense that it's very easy. You remove oxygen, OH here, and hydrogen here, right? To form water here. What is left is what? Is O and H here. They will not combine together here. So now, let's take a proper example here. This one is what? Is the alkanoic acid. This one is what? Is alkanol. And this one is what? Is the ester. You are going to produce what? Ester. Ester. Go to produce what? Ester as what? As the product. As easy as that. So let's take an example here. If for example here we have CH3, CH2, C. Just here is what? Is the carbonic acid, right? And it's reacting what? CH3, CH2O. In the presence of what? H2SO for acid what? Catalyst here. Now what will be the product of the reaction? Is very easy. The product of the reaction is very easy. Now what will happen here? This OH here we go out with what? With this hydrogen. Is okay? Do you understand? So when you remove hydrogen here and you remove OH here, what you have left? This is what you have left. Here you have CH2, oxygen, right? Plus, right? CH2, right? So how do you combine them together? It's very easy. Now remember, there's oxygen, there's OH here before, but you remove the OH here. We just want to form water here. So what left is this. So you bring some here, you hold this one like this and switch like this. What of them will do here is that they'll do the mistake of saying is like this: CH2, CH2, CH2. This is not correct. Do you understand? Now, why is this not correct? This is not correct. If you put this in your exam, you are going to fail it. It's not correct. Now, this is what we do here. You carry this one here because this is the point where you remove what? Your OH, right? So what happens here, since you remove the OH here, this guy will now attach to this oxygen. So you move like this. So this is what will happen. You go to form CH2, CH3. Like, now instead of joining like this, no, you carry it on here and turn like this and place it here. These are the product between this guy and this guy. So the product between these 2 points here is what? One is what? Is what? CH3, CH2, CH2 and what? CH3 plus what? H2O. This is that. That is it. So now you just have to take it step by step in order for you to understand it. Now that is why organic chemistry is a little bit confusing here. You have to take it step by step. If, for example, this is the first time you have seen this here, you may not understand it fast, right? I myself, I didn't understand this thing once. It took me time for me to understand this thing or grab the concept very well, right? So the next thing you want to do is to name it. That is what next thing you want to do, so do what name it. But understand this here. If, for example, here we have what? CH3 OH here plus what? CH2 OH. Go up here. This guy and this guy want to go out. It's okay. Just go up here. This OH and this one want to go out. Right? So here we now have what? CH3 CO. Now then you kind of flip it here and say CH2 CH3, right? But you have to want to give the name. So how do you name esters? So let me just teach you how to name esters. Let me teach you nomenclature of what esters. Let me just give you a rundown of how to name esters. Name esters. Then you have what? This is okay. Now ester is made up of 2 components. We have this part and we have this part. Just like here we have CH3 Here we have CH3. It's okay. We have this part and we have this part. It's okay. So this one is what is the main chain, right? This is just like a side chain. But you have this part here. This part is not what? Alkanoids. Alkanoids. It's okay. Now it is this guy from alkanes, right? Remember here we have alkanes. Alkanes, right? The E, now we're talking about esters. When you remove the E, and you play what? OAT. It's called alkanoids. It's called what? Alkanoids. It's called what? Alkanoids. So we have alkanoids. So this part is called alkanoids. Why this part is called what? Methyl. It's called alkyl. It's called alkyl group, right? It's called alkyl. So now whenever it's something like this, you're going to be methyl what? Ethanoids. It's okay. Methyl ethanoids. I don't want to do nomenclature here, but I just want to show you how it be from here. So look at something. Let's look at what this product here. Yeah, the organic product of a reaction between propanoic acid and ethanol is. So let's do it here. So let's do it. I'll explain what the basic concept here. So let's solve this question. So here we have what? Propanolic acid. Here we have what? CH3, CH2, C. This is called propanolic what? Acid, right? Plus CH3, CH2OH, right? So what happened here? This guy and this one what to go out is okay. So you now have something like this. Remember, it's what? 2SO4, right? So you have what? CH3, CH2C. Here we have also here. Then put on here we have CH2, CH2. So what is name? Remember here we have what? Propanoate. Here is what? Propanoate, right? And here we have what? Ethyl. So you combine it together, it's going to be ethyl propanoate. Ethyl propanoate. That is the answer. So let's get the answer. So the answer is what? Is A. No, the answer is what? The answer is what? Is C. The answer is C. Ethyl propanoate. The answer is what? Is C. Hope you understand. So let's get what? Oxidation of what? Alkyl group, which is going to be last for question 10. Oxidation of alkyl group. Oxidation, right? Now, so sorry, this is called reduction. This lithium aluminum hydride is called reduction. Right there, reduction of alkanol with lithium aluminum hydride. What will it produce? Now, so you have reduction of alkanal and alkanol with lithium aluminum hydride. Is okay. Reduction of alkanal and alkanol with right there. Reduction of what? Alkanal and what? Alkanol with what? Lithium aluminum hydride. Now, whenever you oxidize carbonyl, either what? In a look at what carbonyl here we have this one, right? And here we have this. It's okay. Now, two of them have the same carbonyl what functional group. Do you understand? Now, when you reduce it, like when you react with what? Lithium aluminum hydride. Lithium aluminum what? Hydride. Now, lithium aluminum hydride will reduce carbonyl to what? To alkanol. Do you understand? To alkanals. That is, now the word reduction means what? Addition of what? Of hydrogen. Hope you understand. Addition of hydrogen. So this guy is reduced. Now, alkanal are always reduced to what? Primary alcohol. Do you understand? So alkanal, this is called alkanal. Okay. What I want to understand is that alkanal are reduced to primary what? Alkanal. Is okay. Primary what? Alkanal, yes. So alkanals are reduced to primary alkanols, while ketones are reduced to what? Secondary what? Alkanol. There are things to put in your mind. Do you understand? So alkanal and the reducing agent they use is what? Is lithium aluminum hydride. So when you react what? Lithium aluminum hydride with alkanal, the product was primary what? Alkanol. When it's a ketone, is what? Secondary what? Alkanol. Let's take an example here. For example, here we have CH3, CH2. Here we have hydrogen here. You now reduce it with your lithium aluminum hydride. It's okay. What is the name of this guy? The name of this guy is what? The name of this guy called propana. It's okay. Now when you reduce it here, you reduce what to what? You reduce it here to what? To alcohol. So here we have what? CH3, CH2, and CH2OH. This is that. You reduce it here. This is called primary what? Alkanol. The same thing will happen here. For example, here we have something. We have this guy here. Here we have CH3, CH3. Here we have lithium aluminum hydride. So what happened here? This guy will reduce, right? So here we have CH3 COH CH3. I want an hydrogen here. So now this what the name of this guy is, what is propanone. Here we have what 2-propanone. Do you understand? So these are things you need to know here. They say that reduction of alkanol with lithium aluminide produce what? Now alkanol will produce what? Is going to produce what? Secondary alkanol. This is the answer here. The answer is what? Is B. The answer is what? Is B. So we have come to the end of this video here. I hope this video is helpful. Please give it a like and share with your friends so that they too can be part of this class here. Right? If you have not checked out the first video on if you have not checked out the first video on the reduction aspect, on the what hydrocarbon, on the hydrocarbon and calculation here, please go check out that video. Now thanks for watching. See you in my next video.